Bhavesh Joshi, Sikandar, Siku, Khanna and Rajat are three young men who meet in an anti-corruption rally and become friends. They later come up with a YouTube channel Insaf TV, creating an online show about justice and trying to show the people about the common wrongdoings and corruption which are rampant in the city. Initially, their show garners success, where they wear paper bag masks and help to solve or confront some small-scale corruptions in and around their neighborhood. Time goes by. Siku and Rajat get jobs at the corporate sector after completing their graduation. Their interest for Insaf TV gradually fades out except for Bhavesh, who gets obsessed about eradicating corruption from society and continues with his vigilante acts. Despite a fall in their channel viewership. Udharan. Bhavesh receives an email from an elderly citizen about water problems existing in and around his locality and starts investigating the case. Bhavesh discovers that the water pipes across the city meant for delivering water to the households have been fitted with extra pipes to siphon out water to water tankers which are then delivered to the various neighborhoods, making people buy the same water which they were supposed to receive for free from the municipality. Bhavesh leaks this news to his channel, and this results in the water crime syndicate leader Patil, who is responsible for this act, to order a manhunt to look into the true identity of the masked man behind Insaf TV. Udharan. Meanwhile, despite providing all the proper documents and doing multiple follow-ups with the local police station, Siku's police clearance for his visa processing to move to the US doesn't get approved until he pays a bribe to the police officials to get the things done. Bhavesh becomes furious knowing this, and they initially get into a verbal argument. An enraged Bhavesh tells that all the government officials and politicians are corrupt and should be eradicated to cleanse the society, with Siku recording his dialogues on his phone. Bhavesh later punches Siku, breaking his nose. An enraged Siku uploads the video on the Insaf TV channel. Soon, Bhavesh is termed by the media as national fugitive and is beaten by an angry mob and also arrested by the police, and his identity gets exposed to Patil, who warns him. Desperate to prove his innocence and uncover the truth to people, Bhavesh sets out to gather evidence despite being injured. He gets caught in the process and Patil beats him to death. The police hand over his body to Siku for last rites, claiming it to be a road accident, and further warn him not to get involved into this, blaming himself for Bhavesh's death. Siku tricks the police into believing that he has left for US and takes refuge in an abandoned hotel which previously served as a safe house for their gang. He sets out covering his face in a mask and inadvertently blows up Patil's pump house, where he used to fill the siphoned water to the water trailers. It is then revealed that Patil has backing from the local minister named Rana. Siku gets himself a new vigilante costume, buys a motorcycle, customizes it by fitting nitro cylinders, and interrogates government officer Subhash Mahatre, who reveals that Bhavesh was killed by Patil as he was about to uncover his illegal water supply activities. A fight breaks out between him and Mahatre's men during the interrogation, and a nearly defeated Siku is saved by Bhavesh's martial arts trainer. Siku posts his interrogation video in Justice TV and reveals that he himself is still alive Bhavesh Joshi, and also starts learning martial arts and other combat skills from the martial arts trainer. As the video goes viral, Patil gets arrested by the police. However, Mahatre gets killed, with police claiming it to be a suicide, and Patil is released due to a lack of evidence. Siku disguises himself and visits the dance bar which Patil visits every night. He plants a bug in Patil's VIP room and gets to know that he is planning to blow up the water pipes across the city to create an acute shortage of drinking water. However, Police Inspector Sunil Jadhav discovers him in the bar one night. And after a long drawn-out motorcycle chase, Siku escapes, causing an angered Patil to kill a constable and forcing police to frame Bhavesh for the constable's death. Uddharan Chinna. Suspicious about who is behind Justice TV after Bhavesh's demise. Rajat spies on Siku's girlfriend, Sneha, and discovers that Siku is still in India and has assumed Bhavesh's identity. When Siku goes home, Rajat confronts him. He says to him about the risks of his vigilantistic actions and how it could endanger his loved ones, including him. Rajat. So Siku tells him, "So join me in this war for justice." Siku arrives at the place targeted by Patil's men and fights them, later being defeated and unmasked in the process. They succeed in their mission of blowing up the water pipes with a wounded Siku watching in vain. Patil and Rana tell Inspector Jadhav to kill Siku and dump his body in water, thus blaming Bhavesh for this act against Mumbai. Uddharan. Jadhav hesitantly shoots and injures Siku. Rajat follows Siku and captures everything on camera. Once Siku is thrown into the water, Rajat rescues him and takes him to a hospital. However, Siku suggests him to let people think that he's dead, and so Rajat admits him to the hospital under a fake name. As Siku recovers, Mumbai suffers from the acute drinking water crisis. Rana meets the CM and tells him that he can arrange for water free of cost, but instead should get the contracts of all future water-related projects. Everyone gets drinking water for free, and both the CM and Rana become heroes in common people's eyes. Rajat delivers the video of that night to Jadhav via a kid and forces him to open an investigation about the blast. As the true news spreads across the city, Bhavesh starts gaining support and protests begin everywhere. One night, Siku infiltrates Rana's house. Rana comes down, sees all his bodyguards knocked out, and encounters Insaf Man, based on Rajat's graphic novel, at the balcony.